What's going on, everybody? Let's dive into week 2. Obviously, we had our Thursday night preview video out yesterday before the game. It's a push. No one gets anything on that one. It just doesn't count. I haven't heard from Bobby on his picks yet, but he did take the Eagles -6, but it doesn't matter because it was a push. So I'll get all of his game picks when he sends them to me.
I will say quickly on last night's game, if you watch the preview video, Kirk Cousins over 37.5 pass attempts, and also game went over.
Yeah,
So,
game did go over.
Hope you
Yeah.
watched.
Hope you watched and bet on those.
I mean, I don't know what it is. It might get higher into the season, but Kirk Cousins' 250 yards was like -170, and 2 touchdowns was plus money.
Oh.
This man is, if that's there next week, slam it, because his team's going to be losing, and he's going to have to throw.
Yeah.
Also, we're doing a ladder challenge for NFL exclusively.
NFL
so like
only.
Thursday, Sunday, Monday, so it's not going to be like
every day.
Week.
But
so
getting it up
Want to
there.
know. Hey,
Want to know? Won the first one.
Sweat-free.
And also, if you're going to bet on Jalen Hurts 2 touchdowns. So you have a little extra cash because we've learned the Chiefs pushes back.
Yeah.
They're just going to line up
I'm
behind him and
sorry.
shove his ass into the end
Obviously,
zone.
not talking about the Bears, but why do teams do what the Bears did and run a regular sneak? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The Eagles have shown what the better way to do it is. Please copy it.
Please
copy
do it.
it.
Hey, they
worked.
tried to copy it. The Colts tried to copy it. Got
That's
stuffed.
true. I will say that. I will
the
say that.
Giants ran it successfully on Dallas.
That's the thing. Have teams seen it and maybe found a counter? I don't know.
Can
though.
you
Maybe
stop
against
it?
the Eagles, probably not. Probably not.
No, Jalen Hurts
the
is so
Vikings.
strong.
Yeah.
So we'll give Brian Flores a little bit of credit here. I know how much you love Brian Flores, Nate. But the way the Vikings were lining up, do you see how they were like angled?
Yeah.
But
It was
guess
like,
what? Jalen Hurts says, I'll just go left.
I'll just go around.
Yeah.
It's easy fix. It's easy
and
fix.
you're also talking about Hurts is a guy who squats like 700
pounds. He's
So it's
insanely
he's
strong.
A freak.
But if you're a running back signing with Philadelphia, incentivize the yards, not the touchdowns.
Yeah, seriously, because you're not getting
If you're inside
touched.
the 5, you ain't getting it.
No,
Ain't good.
DeAndre Swift could have ended up with 4 touchdowns last night.
I saw a nice meme. It was Talladega Nights. Like, you know what, Ricky? Can you slingshot me one time? One time?
Hell no.
But if you win, how am I going to win too?
Yeah, it's like, hell no.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that.
So true.
God.
First game, Sunday, noon. Green Bay traveling to Atlanta. Atlanta -1.5. Both of these teams want to know. Both of them kind of impressive wins. Atlanta dominated Carolina, beat them by 14. Packers showed that maybe they're still the class of the NFC North. I'm going to take the points and take the +1.5 and take the Packers. I am.
Mm-hmm.
I liked what I saw last week. I do think the Falcons have a better defense and a really good run game, but the Packers defense is solid enough. I think that they'll win this game outright, personally. Give me the Packers. Sage.
Yeah. I'm going to roll with you, Nate. I'm going to take the Packers as well. This is a very close game for me,
Same.
though. I mean, I think the Falcons, they have a great team kind of set up. The only thing they're missing is a quarterback.
Yep. But if they're going to run Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier just like crazy, man, then that might work.
It definitely could work.
That O-line is nasty.
Green Bay shut down the best running squad in the league last week.
So
I don't see why they can't do it again and almost be repeat perform. I feel like they're playing the same team except a better defense this week.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Colin.
Gonna need more than 115 passing, Desmond. I'm gonna take the Falcons at home here.
Okay.
I don't want to say injuries are piling up for the Packers, but definitely a little limited this week
Aaron
in
Jones.
practice.
Mhm.
Obviously, Christian Watson's still out as well.
Yep.
But Romeo Dobbs looked pretty good last
Yeah,
week.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. Jaden Reed.
I'm just going to take the home team in the close
Green
one here.
Bay.
I think Green Bay might be still riding an emotional high week 1.
Yeah.
What do we got? We're playing our biggest.
I mean, they were so talked down on too all offseason.
Yeah.
Packers are done. Packers are worse than their division. This Bears team, though, they could win this.
I
They are
know.
going to be awesome. So the Packers are like, all right,
team,
bet.
Yeah, the 3-win Bears team is going to make the turnaround.
It's going to go 9-8, sneak in the playoffs, and Packers heard all that. I think. Still, hey, it's week 1. Weird things happen.
Get Kyle Pitts out.
Yeah.
And Drake London.
Yeah, get them both out.
Who
of there.
cares about these fantasy managers? Screw you, Arthur Smith. When you get chopped because this team can't do it and they've molded it to your exact liking,
You're gone.
it's going to be you had 2 elite weapons.
Yep.
I mean, top 10 picks.
Yep.
4 and 7.
Yeah.
And you just don't target them.
Don't use
It's
them
just
at all.
insanity. It is insanity to me.
You know where
but
Kyle
it
Pitts
makes
needs to go? Dallas.
That
That's
would
where
be
Kyle
awesome.
Pitts needs to
I
go.
wonder
That'd be
where the
stinking.
capital would go. But whenever he busts ankles on an out route, it's just a walk-in.
Yeah,
try
he's
to
just
hit him.
pointing at him.
He's just standing there. Please, God.
Please throw me the ball.
Yeah, maybe it's a different play than that, but he broke somebody, didn't get thrown the ball, he's just pointing at the corner because he broke him.
Yeah,
It's like
look
he
at
broke
what I
the
just did
corner,
to him.
and it's like, yeah, get this guy the ball, please.
He's
No,
a
we got to pound the
freak.
rock, which I respect.
I get it. It worked. They
But
won.
it's
They
like-
won. But get them out of there. Get them out of there,
Yeah.
please. Addison, final pick for this one.
Man, I want to see another week from Green Bay. Like you said, Colin, the injuries scare me a little bit. I am going to take Atlanta -1.5. I'm worried the Bears just suck that bad. Because in my opinion, Love played good at best.
Yeah, he
not
played
even
okay.
great.
He was okay.
He had great numbers,
Yeah.
but I think the Bears just might suck. And Atlanta, at the end of the day, we keep saying it, but it's Ritter. It's Ritter. He's going to be the key that they're like, we got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Like,
Well-
it's going to be like, damn, what could we be if we had an elite quarterback?
If we'd gone
Derek
outside
Carr.
Lamar.
If we went out and got Derek Carr. I mean,
offense.
yeah, no, Lamar.
I
That's
know,
where it's,
man.
that's
That
terrifying.
running attack
But GG.
But within
yes.
20 minutes of him being a Fraser, like,
Nope,
nah, we're
nope,
good.
nope,
We're
nope.
good.
Yeah, no.
Collision.
But I am gonna take Atlanta -1.5. I
Sick.
like their idea. I think if the team's gonna be able to run the ball, Atlanta's gonna be able to do it because they're so much more committed to it. The Bears again just suck. So give me Atlanta -1.5.
All right, I like it. Clean split there. We'll see what Bobby says to be the decider on that one. It's going to be a good game. Next up, game that's projected to be a big spread here. We've got the Vegas Raiders traveling to Buffalo. Buffalo -8.5. Raiders coming off of a frisky win over the Denver Broncos, who, by the way, still stink. Still not going to score more than 20 points a game.
On that wagon, and it's falling apart.
They looked once again terrible. We'll start with you, Sage. Who are you got in this one?
Yeah, I don't see the Buffalo Bills doing that 2 weeks in a row. I'm going to take the Bills -8.5. I mean, the Raiders barely
Beat Denver, who's stopped the
stopped
backs.
Broncos team. So, yeah. Give me Buffalo. I mean, they're playing a shitty defense, too.
Yeah.
They can put up some points. I don't think he's throwing 3 picks
and a fumble.
At the end of the day, Jets defense is still pretty
Is
good.
elite.
No quarterback,
Top 5.
that defense is going to be playing.
Exactly.
Yes, agreed. Colin.
I was gonna say I had some smart ass for what I was gonna say. I'm taking the Bills -8.5 here. Big spread obviously was a little bit of concern at home though. You know their fans would be rowdy. God, I forgot what I was gonna say. It was so stupid. We'll just move on. Bills
Yeah, come back to
-8.5.
it if you think of it. All right, Bills -8.5.
Oh man, I'm doing it again. Give me the Raiders plus the 8.5. A lot of points. Raiders team came out, showed me a little something, beating Denver.
I can remember what I was gonna say. And it's not that stupid.
Let's hear it.
Talk about setting the tone week 1. Failed onside kick on the opening kickoff.
Peyton
I
It was
know.
close.
almost
he
had
wasn't
it.
offside,
He
they
wasn't
had it.
offsides. He
But
had
it's
it.
like you give them a short field, they go up 7-0, and then you lose 17-6.
And you don't know if your team can score 7 points.
Yeah,
So I guess it wasn't that smart.
yeah, but still, no, yeah.
It's true.
Man, Buffalo did not give me any confidence, and can the Raiders run the ball against the Bills? I understand that Brees Hall had insane carries, and that's not. you can't
Jacoby
just
Myers also
continuously
might be
do
out
that. That's big. Yeah, that's big. I'm still taking the Raiders though, strictly because of the run game. And can the Bills get gashed? I don't think Jacobs is going to have 3 rushes, 107 yards like Brees Hall had. But can he just continuously pound the rock, keep it close? And that's going to be the only way the Raiders have hope, and that gives me hope to cover the 8.5.
Yeah. I like that. There was a stat, and I can't find it at this exact moment, but Josh Allen, after a game with multiple turnovers, is like Jesus Christ on a football field. He is dominant after a bad game like this. Like, he has not had multiple bad games in a row for a very long time. I was really hoping that you would take the Bills, because then I would take the Bills and guarantee that it lost.
Yeah.
But in that sense, I am going to take the home team. I am going to take the Bills, who absolutely have to show something in this game.
Yeah, no, I have to.
I mean, you just lost to Zach Wilson. I mean, you didn't lose to Aaron Rodgers. You lost to Zach Wilson and the Jets again.
Yeah.
Again,
I know.
who beat them
And
last year. The Jets have his number, man. I don't think the Raiders will have his number, though. I think that the Raiders played a really, really bad Denver team, and I think the Bills they have to come out and win this game. Like, there's another must-win game in week 2 for a team. The Bills absolutely need this one.
100%.
This isn't a we want to win. This is a we need to win, or else we're looking at serious trouble this season, because this is a
that
game they have to
conference?
win. Yeah.
Every
You
game
start out 0-2
counts.
in the AFC, forget
You
it.
said it, Sean McDermott. It's
Yeah.
a little hot.
Yeah, getting a little warm.
Smell.
Offense isn't cooking at all. Defense looked okay against Zach Wilson. I don't love it. But I'll go Bills, and we've got us 3 on the Bills and Addison on the Raiders. Trying to make up some ground. Next up, we've got Sage's Baltimore Ravens traveling to the Bengals. It is currently Bengals -3 is the line. Colin, start us off.
I've been going back and forth with this one since I started looking at these lines last night. We'll talk about another kind of must-win game in week 2 for one of these teams. Also, you guys have to
Yeah, well, I just
Yeah,
gave
yeah,
him
he just
one.
gave me one.
Okay. I'm going to take the Bengals in this spot, and it's ugly,
Ooh.
and I don't want to do it. I'd rather take the Ravens, but I'm going to take the Bengals. Little system for betting-wise. A team that covered the week before playing against a team that didn't cover the week before. Hence why I took the Bills in the last
Yeah.
one. I'm going to take the Bengals in this one as well.
Okay, so Colin's on the Bengals.
Joining me.
Respect. All right, Addison, you're picking this one.
I am going the Ravens. Very glad. I did not mention them in my power rankings. These Bengals, we'll talk about them in a month, or maybe in a month and a half, when all of a sudden they've won 4 straight.
They're 7-4,
Once they've
looking like
struggled.
dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about them later. But for now, give me the Ravens plus the 3 division rivals, and the Ravens look better. And
They
I
really
don't-
did.
I don't think the Bengals can bounce back and having a performance where Burrow goes for 340 yards,
No.
4 tutties against the Ravens.
Against
Like,
the
no,
Ravens,
they just
no
struggled
shot.
to the point where it's like, you got to have a decent game
Yeah.
for me to even think you can have
Can
this
be
great
good.
game.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of the worst. The Bengals are one of the worst
Yeah.
performing teams last week.
I mean, Burrow getting
Gosh.
benched. I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah, they
not-
benched.
I mean, you had to.
You have
but
to,
like
but keep him
that's not good. You know what I mean?
You're the
that's
highest
how
paid
bad.
player in
That's
NFL
how.
history.
That's how down bad the team is that we've
Yep.
accepted the game's over and we're benching you.
Yep.
Like, it's not good for a quarterback.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And if
Giants,
there's
take notes.
and if there's one team that starts
Yeah,
out
seriously,
badly every season, it seems like it's the Bengals, regardless of how good
Zach
that they are.
Taylor, poo-poo coach at the start of the year.
Yeah, I am going to take the Bengals, though, because why not? Because I didn't love how the Ravens looked against Texans last week. Yes, they won by, what, like 15 points?
Yeah.
Didn't love
25.
it, which just seems crazy to say. I get
Oh,
that.
No, it wasn't enough for you.
I get that. But this is a divisional game for them at home. The Bengals, you want to talk about must win? Hello. If the Ravens beat you this week, you are now 0-2 and 2 games back in your division after 2 weeks.
Really 2.5 with that tiebreaker.
Yeah, with the tiebreaker too. Yeah, you are out. You are in serious trouble of not making the playoffs in a loaded AFC. Give me the Bengals -3 in another must-have-it game. Sage, bring us home.
This is the hardest game of the week for me to pick. And the reason it's hard is because the Ravens have so many injuries from week 1 alone.
They got beat up.
J.K. Dobbins
Dumb.
out for the year.
Oh.
But also Marcus Williams, torn pec.
Torn
That's
back.
sick.
Partially torn pec. So he could come back this year, but right now he's not doing well. Our star center, Tyler Linderbaum,
Linderbaum.
week to week.
Mm.
Ronnie Stanley, week to week. All of those things give me a ton of concern. Also, Marlon Humphrey might not play this week.
Yikes.
So
Jeez.
we're lining up Brandon Stevens and Rock Ya-Sin against T. Higgins
And
and
Jamar
Jamar
Chase.
Chase. That's
Better get
worrying
some
to me.
pressure.
That is worrying.
Better
But
get
also,
some pressure.
if you look at just last year, that playoff game, we didn't even have Lamar.
Yeah, Tyler Huntley.
And if it wasn't for the fumble in the jungle,
Tyler Huntley's a Pro Bowler.
shut the fuck up.
That's true. Pro Bowl QB.
He's a
Pro
Pro
Bowl
Bowler.
quarterback,
All right,
Tyler
let's
Huntley.
be easy.
Yeah, let's trade for him. Trade
Yeah.
me Pro Bowl capital for him.
yeah, right. Jets might.
Yeah, Jets.
Jets might.
Oh, we got a Pro Bowl QB.
We got Pro Bowler. It's got it on the resume.
But with all those things said, I mean, it took them literally everything and some luck
Yeah.
to get past the Ravens in the playoffs last year.
That
really
fumble
did.
is so cheese.
That was.
It was.
So
Lock in
it
the
was. It hurt me.
That was the game. That was literally the game.
I think this is just a close game. Give me the Ravens just because I think
like
we
the
need some
points.
revenge there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be a little bit of a homer.
I like it. No. And 3 points, I mean, field goal coverage.
I literally said everything bad about the Ravens, and it's
and
like,
then
fuck
took
it,
the
give it
Ravens.
to me.
And then, all right, I would take the Ravens.
It just will be so Bengals, though, to have this whole quarterback shit, to then give Burrow the biggest contract for the quarterback,
Yeah.
and then
And then throw for 82 yards.
and then him just suck.
On what,
That's
30
like
pass attempts,
First year
too.
they struggle, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like off rip, yeah, that'll just make me laugh.
Yep. And then
He
you
got a
got.
wicked new haircut, though.
He
so-
did.
Yeah,
He
I
said you
will-
can't play like that and not get a haircut.
I respect that.
I will say, I count it now. Zay Flowers goes over 100 yards and a
Zay,
touchdown.
man.
He looks
Nasty.
so
He's
shifty.
Oh my God.
Nasty.
He's fun to watch.
He had 48% target share last week.
Love that.
48%.
Where was Odell?
Odell had 2 catches.
Okay.
But he drew in also 2 PIs.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. I like
And
it.
I will say, I saw him like a couple days before the game. He had like an ankle on the injury designation,
He was playing
so it's
hurt.
like he's playing a little hurt. So he's banged up, and he's still.
Mark Andrews back this
contributing.
week too.
That's
I
huge.
started Isaiah Likely. He got me 1.4
Yeah,
points.
same.
Yeah. All I gotta say is, man, all those people scrambling to pick up Justice Hill. What are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Gus
Punched in
Edwards.
2 goal line touchdowns, and those are gonna get handed to other people.
Yep.
Like, come on.
Yeah, let's
Going
relax.
Yeah, Gus. Yeah. Come
Gus
on.
the Bus.
All right, so an even split on AFC North matchup. I like that. I don't know what the over/under is. Take the under because it just hits in these games.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Seattle traveling to Detroit. It's currently -4.5 in favor of the home Lions. I'm gonna start us, and I'm gonna take the road Seattle Seahawks, baby.
Yeah.
Well, I may have had to. I don't know. I don't remember. But either way, ugly game from Seattle last week against the Rams. They lost by 17 points in Seattle. Want to talk must win? Another one. I'm going to be sprouting it all day, apparently. Seattle cannot fall back 2 games in the division to the 49ers, assuming the 49ers win this week. They just can't. And the Rams, that was a game that they had to have marked as a win. They did, because there's no way you think you're going to lose at home to the Rams without Cooper Kupp. They looked horrible. They had 3 yards of offense in the second half. 3 yards of offense.
Yeah. Pete was on his scooter all day on Friday when they were in.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Horrible game from them. And yet I'm still going to take them, because why not? Then the Lions only coming off of a big win against the Chiefs. Again, wasn't super impressed with the Lions, though, but give me Seattle in this one, plus the 4.5 points for a bounce-back week. Sage.
Yeah. I'm going to roll with you, Nate, actually, for this one. Seattle over here going to Detroit. Definitely plus the points, all right? I'm
Yeah,
the points.
you take
I'm
the
not
points.
calling them to win,
Right.
but I think if they can keep this game
Within a
close,
field goal. Within a field goal.
Within a field goal.
Just
That's
by
all I'm
three.
asking for. And who knows? Like, maybe I had to pick this game for some weird
I don't know,
reason.
man. Weird.
But no, I see a bounce back week for Geno Smith. They have the best receiving core,
Yeah.
allegedly,
Yeah.
in the league.
I mean, those 3 receivers are damn
Yeah,
good.
they're damn good.
They're
Got
really
a good
good.
1, 2, 3.
So give me them. I think they can chop up Detroit enough to make it a close game, but Detroit might escape here with another field goal. Like you said last week, Detroit had everything going their way.
Yeah, every ball
everything
bounced
kind
their
of
way.
fell their way. So is it going to happen 2 weeks in a row? Probably not. Against what I think is still a playoff team.
Same. I
Just
still
had
believe in
shitty
Seattle.
week
Just
one.
bad week 1. Is Geno Smith of old, or is he last year's Geno Smith? I don't know. I'm a little worried he's Geno Smith of old. Colin, what you got for us?
Yeah, I don't know. With Rodgers as my super flex in our Keeper League, I now need Geno Smith to be my super flex.
Need him to
so,
step up.
Looking at everything before this game, obviously the public's going to be huge on Detroit after beating Kansas City last week. They're going to be way down on Seattle after getting their ass beat at home to the Rams. So I really want to take Seattle. But it's the same reason I took Philly last night. I'm just worried about their offensive line. One tackle was on IR, the other tackle's questionable.
It's true.
So it's just like shit. That Detroit D line did look pretty good.
It did.
City,
It did.
All being Taylor with the greatest, get off.
I
The
love
snap
the officials
all
are
the
now
time.
going to be watching for illegal lineups
Yeah.
because he was. I mean, he was practically in the backfield.
I wish we could take over-unders because I would take the over. 'Cause This game last year was
That could be a lock if you
70
want.
point
That could be a lock.
points,
It
like
was
1,000
ridiculous.
yards.
Mhm.
I'm going to take Detroit minus the 4.5, and I don't feel good about it
Yeah.
since the public's going to be all over it. But
Public is going to be
Too
all
much
over. I know what I'm
information.
saying.
Going down
Addison,
with
bring us home.
I'm on Detroit with you, Colin. That does scare me about the public being on them, but
Yeah.
I think Detroit wants a little bit of revenge last year because this game was the deciding factor for playoffs
Kept them out of
last year.
playoffs.
So they're looking at it going, hey, we're going to get our get back and feeling hot after the Kansas City Chiefs again. We touched on it. They don't care that things
No.
went their way.
No, they don't
They're
care. They
going to
won.
roll and say,
We
hey,
won.
we got a dub.
We won.
And they're rolling, and they're going to go in. And Seattle, man, that pumpkin looks. Oh,
That
baby.
pumpkin looks
Going back to
ugly.
last year. No, just we'll see what they are. It was a
Rotten.
tough week 1
Yeah.
against that Rams team. We're all trashing on the Rams.
Yeah, I know.
And I mean, rightfully so. I
They
think.
deserved it. That
We'll
Ross. I
see.
mean, you can't name a
Yeah,
defensive
and-
player on that team except Aaron Donald.
We'll
You
see.
just
Stafford
can't.
balled, but
Stafford looked
yeah,
good.
he looked good. But
Stafford looked good.
damn, Seattle, that was a letdown big time week 1.
Huge letdown.
I don't think they bounce back. I think Detroit just continues to roll.
Continues
so
to
give me
get
the
going.
4.5.
Okay, I like it. Another split. We have almost split every game except for the Buffalo and Raiders game. Next up, AFC South matchup. Couple of turds fighting it out. We've got Indy traveling to Houston. It's Houston minus 1.5 right now.
Yeah.
This one's tough. This one's tough.
Is it?
I don't know. Tell me about it.
Is it? Because I'm taking Indianapolis
Okay.
right here.
All right.
I think they played kind of their ass off against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they did. They looked
Anthony
good.
Richardson looked better than I ever thought he would in his first game.
Yeah.
Rush,
great.
for a tutty, threw for a tutty. He's looking great. Michael Pittman Jr. had a great game. I was surprised
He's
by
legit.
that.
He's legit.
He is legit.
Yeah.
Very good receiver.
And their defense, I mean, obviously they weren't stopping Trevor Lawrence too much, but this week they don't have to play Trevor Lawrence.
No.
They got to play
CJ Stroud.
who, surprisingly, Houston did not run the ball as much as I
No,
expected.
he
Yeah.
threw.
Yeah.
He
a lot.
threw
45
a lot.
times, I think.
Yeah.
Well, in the first half alone, they only ran the ball 5 times.
That's wild.
That is
And
shocking.
in a neutral game script, in a one-score game script, they ran the ball 5 times. When you have Dameon Pierce, you kind of need to
Yeah.
rely
Run the
on that.
ball.
Yeah.
Let him get some play-action passes
Exactly.
out there.
And that opens that for Stroud.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
D'Amico's
Noah
figuring it
Brown's
out.
out now. Noah
Yeah.
Brown's in concussion protocol, I believe. So they're going to put Tank Dell in the slot.
Upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Upgrade.
Tank Dell's very good.
Upgrade. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
There's a reason he was starting, so we'll see what happens.
True.
But yeah, that's 63% of their slot stuff just wide open for
Yeah.
who I think is going to be Tank Dell.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that little guy can do.
Yeah.
But
He's
Colts.
talking big,
But
man.
at
He's
the same
talking big.
time, I think the Colts can control this clock. I don't think Deion Jackson's going to get many carries in this game.
No.
He did not look great
No, he didn't.
at all. Zach Moss.
Yeah, I would say, I think Bob said yesterday it sounded like he's finally healthy. Yeah, so
Okay,
it's like
there you
he's
go.
going to get the
He's the
workload
guy.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah, no, give me Indianapolis.
Okay, I like that. Colin, thoughts?
As much as I want to take Indy for Bob's sake, I'm going to go with Houston here, the home team. C.J. Stroud, no interceptions, was big week 1. We all thought he's going to have that one, at least one really bad
One
rookie.
rookie.
And
Yeah.
anything you saw in that opening game in Baltimore, you're not going to be seeing against the Colts defense
No.
this week. I trust them. Indy has the more talented roster, obviously, in my opinion, but I'm going to take Houston here in the spot at home to get the job done and cover the 1.5.
Okay, I like it. Addison.
I am going to be taking the Colts.
Okay.
A lot of home teams here, I got shit.
I think the
Taking every home
Colts.
team.
The Colts actually turned the ball over. I mean, got turnovers against the Jags.
Yeah.
A couple picks.
Pick Lawrence.
I think even. I think it was one pick and one called back
Yeah.
though. Julian Blackmon's pick was called back. The Colts were Anthony Richardson's first rookie pick away from competing and maybe even taking the lead back in that game. He threw that pick down 3. And then the Jaguars went down and scored a touchdown,
And then it was wrapped.
dwindling some clock.
Yep.
But the Colts were in that game, and Sage, you said it, I think they played probably their best game they could have week 1.
Yeah.
And they still lost, but you look at the opponent now, and it's not the Jags who are the division favorite playoff team. It's the Houston Texans, whose offense struggled against a really good Baltimore team. It is at home, but I'm going to go with the Colts, and I'm looking at Richardson, Downs, a little luck, T.Y. start dominating the Texans like T.Y. did, especially in Houston, because that motherfucker was 150 yards, 2 touchdowns in Houston every single time they played.
Yeah.
Let's get down and start doing that. A little magic here with AR and him. But yeah, AR looked too good for me to go away from them. He looked great, in my opinion, for a rookie. Game 1, like 12 starts in college. He looked fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
Agreed. I'm going to roll with Indy as well. I'm going to take the road team here. Only 1.5 points, so basically a pick 'em. But I just liked what I saw of the Colts more. I mean, they were like this Jacksonville team. I've said 13-4.
Yeah.
Like maybe even push it for the
Push them
1
to the
seed in the
brink.
AFC.
Yeah.
And Indy fought them hard in a game where they were not expected to compete. They came out and played well. I like what Steichen.
Shane
I like what Shane Steichen's building. I don't think either of these teams are going to be very good this year, but I really didn't. I don't know. I'm going to take the Colts because I feel like the Colts just own the Texans, man. I feel like it's just Colts are just a better team right
I like
now.
Steichen. I like the game.
I do like
Steichen
Steichen,
I like the
too.
game he called.
Imagine if they had Jonathan Taylor.
Taylor's grinning because of that running back performance because it was
he's like,
ass.
Yep.
Richardson was their best running back with 40
Yeah,
yards.
huh.
You know what I mean? That's something. And
There was a couple times he came up a little.
Well,
yeah, no,
Gimpy,
and that's
I
the
know
thing.
he
He's
got
got to
hurt.
realize.
He said he woke up the next morning
right
and said he
now-
was more sore than he's ever been in his life.
Someone, I might have even been Lawrence somehow. He was saying like, "Yo, you gotta not
Yeah.
take
You
these
can't
hits,
take these
man.
hits.
You
Lawrence
can't
after the
take
game,
these
he
hits."
said,
And it's
"Listen,
like,
man, you gotta chill."
It's not the corner that you can lower your shoulder over in the SEC, man. Like that's a grown man in the
These are
league.
adults.
Like he's gonna smoke you back.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
can't
I will say,
take these
while we're
extra
on the
hits.
Colts right now,
Yeah.
a little Jonathan Taylor to Baltimore action.
That would be
We're
big.
down JK.
That'd be a good pickup.
Fox.
I like that.
I
That'd be
mean,
nice.
Ooh.
yeah, that'll be interesting.
That would be that's a story
Damn,
that
they'd
watch.
be good with him. They'd
That'd
be better.
be
They'd be
awesome.
better. I don't know
That would
if they'd
be
be
awesome.
great Colts wise if they had him, but they need him.
They do. He's something. For
We'll
them,
give you
man.
Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, that's a fair deal. Yeah, whatever. No big.
We'll give you want Justice Hill?
Justice Hill. Next up, we've got Kansas City traveling to Jacksonville. Kansas City right now on the road, -3.5. I'm going to start us. I'm going to take the home Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they got a little bit, although I will say my mantra all day has been must-have wins. This is a must-win game for the Kansas City Chiefs.
It is.
But they're on the road. It's going to be first game for Chris Jones. How much of a difference is he going to make? Trevor Lawrence got his bad game out of the way. I have a feeling they were overlooking the Colts just a smidge for this game.
Yeah.
The Colts week 1 were a game where they're like, okay, let's just go through the motions, get the win. It's like another preseason game. And then we've got the Chiefs. Big one. They're coming to town. This is a game they've been focused up on. I think this is a game where we watch Trevor Lawrence ball out and maybe say, I'm coming.
Yeah.
I'm coming. Give me the Jags plus the 3.5. I love them to either win or lose by a field goal. Love that. Sage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. We're gonna have the same picks apparently,
I
Nate,
don't know.
because I really like Jacksonville in this game. Just if Kansas City can't get it going, who's catching the ball?
I know.
I still want to know.
Yeah.
You know, I still want to know who's catching the ball. Travis Kelce's back, but he's probably gonna be limited.
Yeah, he's still hurt.
He's got Taylor Swift on his mind. Who
Yeah.
knows how
Yeah.
that's gonna
Oh,
affect
Lord.
him?
Right.
Yeah, seriously.
No, but really, like, Jacksonville just looks so good. Calvin Ridley looked
Oh,
unguardable as
done.
well.
Yeah.
But when you also have Christian Kirk, who put up 1,100 yards last year,
Thank
you have
you.
Zay Jones, who
Yeah.
put up
Yeah.
800,
Yeah, it was
900
like, yeah, it
yards.
was like
That's
700
Yeah.
yards. Yeah.
like, no,
Evan
it's
Ingram looked
insane.
good last
Evan
year.
Ingram looks
Yeah.
good.
And they have ETN in the backfield.
ETN in the backfield.
I mean,
got-
they just have
They got weapons.
Yeah.
Granted, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes,
He
but
is the ultimate weapon.
or we're going to say Trevor Lawrence is not a top 10 quarterback with
Yeah,
weapons.
he is
Yeah.
for sure.
I'll take someone with weapons over Patrick Mahomes with Kadarius Toney, who can't catch a ball.
He needs to be cut.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I will say this game is probably going to, whatever the over is, I'd take that.
Take the over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to score points.
I think this is a game both these teams have had circled.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, here
Absolutely.
we
Yeah.
go. Jags want the revenge for losing last year in the playoffs. Chiefs probably overlooked the Lions a little bit. Banner night, they're excited, and now they got their big one here. So
Yeah.
that's just what I think. Colin, thoughts?
I really want to go home team here because that hook is very enticing.
It is very
at
nice.
3.5. But man, is this a spot where Kansas City bounces back?
Yeah.
Maybe Brandon Sheriff, a little gimpy for
Yeah,
the Jags.
for Jags,
here.
yep, he did
Welcome
get
back,
hurt.
Chris Jones.
Yep.
Mm.
It's a tough one. It's a
I'm
tough
going
game.
to take the Chiefs
All right.
strictly because
You've
kind of
taken
a
the home
theme-
team in every other
Well,
pick.
that and kind of a theme of my picks so far, other than only Houston, because neither one of those teams covered their spread last week,
Mhm.
Yeah.
is teams that didn't cover against teams that did cover.
Mhm.
It's like a 64% system.
I wish I had
Oh,
the stat off the top of my dome, but dude, the Chiefs with Mahomes are ass at
At
covering.
covering. Terrible
They just
at
don't
it.
cover.
They don't
But
do
You
it.
know what you need to do though is watch that live bet and slam them when they're like minus 150 because that's
Yeah.
the best you're getting.
Yeah.
Even though they're down 17, you still slam.
You still hit it.
And then you're really sad when they lose.
And then, yeah, you're like,
And
damn.
you're like, why did I bet on a team
I was
minus
losing.
17? All right. Man, I think Kansas City, you said that they were circling this game. I think they're circling next week.
Yeah. Against the
Bears, baby. Nah, so
Bears going Arrowhead.
no, I'm not worried. I'm not worried if Kansas City loses this game because I look at that division and I go, Chargers have an L.
Mhm.
Denver has an L. The Raiders have a win. Like
Yeah.
the Raiders are shit.
Yeah.
So
That whole division looked kind of rough last
I just love saying that the 1-0 team is shit. But I'm not worried. If Kansas City falls down 2 games in the division, oh well.
They'll still catch
Even
up.
if it's not, that's the thing. Is it doesn't matter about being at home in these AFC Championship games, or can Mahomes and crew do it on the road? I'm going to take the Jags plus a 3.5. I could see the Chiefs losing this outright.
Same.
Again, it's just how much is Kelsey playing?
Right.
How much is Chris Jones playing?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's, damn, what has Mahomes really got out there? He can play his ass off, but
Don't matter
they
if
got to
he
catch
catches
the ball. And I understand Tony probably won't have 3 jobs, 4 jobs, but
Hopefully.
it's just not a good look when that happens. Confidence isn't there. Mahomes might hold it a play, might run or something instead of throwing it because of last week. So give me the Jags plus the 3.5. I did see an hilarious tweet about the Taylor Swift thing. I can't wait till her next album is talking about how Gronk's better and he runs better routes and stuff. And it's like, that will be funny.
That will be good. I
Yeah,
like
give me
that.
the Jags plus the 3.5. It's a big game, and we talked about it earlier. All these Jags tough opponents are at home. For
At
the Jags,
home,
so
man. It's
give me
big.
the start of the
Home
season.
field.
Yep.
Big home wins for the Jags. Give me the first one.
If Jags win
Like
this, they're
Yeah,
they're
seriously.
in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna
they're
be
gonna
rolling.
look
They're
good.
gonna be rolling.
Yeah. Next noon game, we've got the Chicago Bears traveling to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay currently minus 2.5 points.
Yikes.
Sage, tell me about it.
I picked Tampa Bay to win last week,
Yeah.
and y'all thought I was a little stupid.
Yeah.
Axon rode with me, thankfully.
I was on the verge. I was
Right there,
Yeah,
you're right there.
Yeah, you should have hopped on. Should
I
have
just
hopped on
had
while
that
you
bet.
could.
I just had that
Because
bet.
this
I
Baker
know.
Mayfield train is rolling.
I
It's
was
rolling,
very
man.
confident.
It's
Rolling
rolling
right
right
here.
now.
And right now, they're rolling right back into Tampa Bay with Chicago coming to town. And hey, with this, obviously, I don't think Tampa Bay is going to run much against the Bears, but I think they're going to be able to pass with
Yeah.
Mike Evans,
Yeah.
Chris
You can't create
Godwin.
pressure.
Right,
GG.
you got all day.
Yeah, if they can't do any pressure, and then I think Rashad White's going to be in for a big receiving day. I mean, Aaron Jones, you saw what he did
Yeah,
last
he
week.
went crazy.
I'm excited to see what Rashad White can do. The Chicago Bears, they really just let me down last week.
They let us all down.
Like, I thought it was going to be at least a competitive. I
Yeah,
thought
at
it was
least
gonna be
close.
competitive.
Yeah, at least
Right.
close. I would have been fine with Green Bay winning if the Bears looked confident.
If they look
the
good.
fact that they look that bad is the big glaring problem.
Exactly.
honestly.
But,
yeah.
I mean, Baker Mayfield's going into halftime saying, hey, I got their whole defensive signal.
Yep,
I got
know
them down.
all
I
their
love
signals.
that.
I know him.
I
know
love
him.
that.
Yeah, that's
And if Baker Mayfield's on one right now, and it looks like he is,
cool. Look
who,
out.
who am I to say
Yeah,
that they
look
can't
out.
do it?
End of the day, Baker's back's against the wall, and he's a dangerous guy.
Dangerous guy.
Dangerous
Unless he's being chased by a cop.
Yeah, then he just eats shit on a curb. Woo-wee. That's a classic video.
All right, so Sage,
I love
Buccaneers.
that quick
Buccaneers.
thing. I love that Colin Cowherd said that pre. I wouldn't draft a guy who was tackled by a cop.
That's a good point.
If you get brought down by a cop,
Like,
how are you
that's
going to
the-
outrun these
that's
guys?
the pre-draft analysis
You know
we're
what?
on, and we're in trouble.
I mean, it's not like he was sober.
No.
Right.
Blackout of his
Let's
mind,
let him
probably.
have a few
Yeah.
shots, play a game. We'll see what happens.
That'd be fun. Colin.
Buying low, baby. Give me those Chicago Bears on the road. People are going to see last week Tampa won. Bears looked like absolute shit last week, so Tampa's got to win at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
Suckers.
Wrong.
First page is the home team. The back half
This
is
is the all-road
Come on.
teams. Come on. I like it. Addison, you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna just be in misery, Colin. I'm bringing you down with me, man. Bears plus 2.5. I'm back on the train. I will straight up say, Getsy and Allen Williams, like, if they last the full season and there aren't adjustments and the offense and defense do not change for what clearly we struggle with in what we were calling in week 1, those guys need to be fired mid-season.
Yeah.
Because what are we doing then with Fields if we're not trying to figure it out? And if these guys are not doing it, we got to figure it out now because we can't waste these 2 first-round picks we got upcoming next year.
Nope.
So our back's against the wall. So I'm praying to God
Need to
they
come on
figure it
ball.
out.
Yeah.
They figure it out, man. So give me the 2.5 and watch them lose by 20. So
That's the spirit. I'm gonna ride with Sage again on this one. I'm gonna take the Bucks minus 2.5. I love the hook. If it was minus 3.5, I would probably go Bears. Keep it close. I don't think the Bucks are any good. I'm just more encouraged by what I saw from them winning on the road against the Vikings team who's got good offense. Holding them to 17 is impressive.
Yeah.
More than I do than the Bears, who gave up 38 to Green Bay in Chicago.
I mean, the way you can trouble Baker is pressuring him, and the Bears can't pressure.
The thing
Bears
is,
pass rush.
I think the Bucks have 4 different players right now that would be the best player on the Bears.
Yeah, no trouble.
Levante David, White.
On their defense or just
No,
overall? Just overall.
Mike Evans, I think,
Mike Evans.
is in the same ballpark as DJ Moore, but even then, I'd take
For
Mike Evans
right
over
now,
Right
yeah,
now.
probably I'd
Yeah.
take Evans.
Yeah, and I know the ceiling of Chris Godwin. So
Yeah, true.
literally, there's
100%.
4 different players I would take over almost the entire Bears roster right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bears got they got
Vita Vea is gonna fucking
Vita Vea
shred
is gonna
us.
have
He's
it.
going
Oh
to
my
shred
God.
us, man. Just if the Bears win, it's because somehow we contained him.
Yep.
Because when we lose, it's gonna be because of Vita Vea having
pushed the
a
pocket
day,
all
baby,
day
a day.
long.
Is that a spoiler for your preview?
Maybe, yeah, for his Bears preview video. All right. So we've got an even split on this one. We'll see where Bobby lands on that one. Next up, Chargers traveling to Tennessee. Line currently Chargers minus 3 on the road. I'm going to start off on this one. I'm going to take the Chargers minus the 3 points. Chargers scored 34 last week.
Yeah.
Very impressive. Defense couldn't get it done because Miami has a good
I
offense.
said lost to arguably one of the most high-powered
One of the
offenses in the league.
exactly. I mean, an actual track team in
Yeah.
football pads. Tennessee doesn't have that. I don't see that coming from Tennessee anywhere. Yeah, Tennessee was impressive in their defeat. Good job. You lost by 1 point to Derek Carr and the Saints. Congratulations, you did it.
You covered.
You did the job.
You beautiful fucking people. You covered.
Chargers, once again, here we are. Same situation as these other teams in the AFC where can you afford to fall behind 0-2 on the season? I don't think so.
Not them.
I don't think so. You just can't have it.
Not when the Chiefs are here.
Not when the Chiefs
don't care
are
if
there.
the Chiefs are on 2. They're still going to win 10 plus.
Yes, they are. And the rest of the AFC is going to get their wins. It's
Chiefs
going to
would
be.
start 0-5, and I would slam 10 plus wins. I'm not trolling.
I agree. I
would
agree
slam
entirely.
it on a bet.
I
I'm
agree
not
entirely.
trolling because it'd be fat
10
money.
and 2 down the stretch.
Yeah,
They would.
could
Tell
see
them
that.
to. Come on.
Could see
I
that.
can see
it.
They're that good.
Yeah.
Chargers. This is another must-have-it game for the
Yeah.
Chargers if they want to compete this year. If they don't, okay, fine. But figure it out. The whole defense was healthy. You had your entire defense on the field last weekend. No excuses at all, and you got
Joey
absolutely ravaged.
He's questionable.
Joey Bosa, no sacks.
Yeah.
Khalil Mack, no sacks.
Brandon
J.C. Jackson,
Staley,
cooked.
Your job is on the line.
On the line,
Straight up,
absolutely.
man. Expectations are too high.
Kellen Moore's unit worked. Where's your defense at? So give me the Chargers in a must-win game over the Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
Sage.
Yeah, I'm again, Nate. I don't know.
We have one difference.
Yeah,
Do we?
I almost
Okay,
said
good.
something.
We have one
Jesus.
difference.
No, I'm going LA Chargers minus 3 right here. I mean, Tennessee put up 15 points last week. I mean, if you can't do more than that against, granted, a decent, pretty good
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints defense, but right now you're going to have to keep up with points
Yeah.
against the Chargers. Because
Yeah.
if they could do that against a Miami Dolphins, Vic Fangio
Yeah,
defense,
they're gonna.
What are they going to do to you?
they're going to shred
Yeah.
these Tennessee Titans.
Yep.
I will say one interesting fact last week is Derrick Henry got outsnapped by Tajay Spears.
Yeah, Spears is just a change of pace back, man. He's fast. He's
And
quick.
Keep this in mind. You might see a little more of Spears this week because they're going to be behind. He ran over 10 more routes than Henry,
Yep.
too.
Yep, that's
Henry's
the big
not a pass
difference, man.
catcher.
That's the big one. So if they're at a negative game script right there, maybe a little
That's a damn. Yeah.
That's a good point.
maybe a little nod to my sleeper later on this episode.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. All right, Colin, thoughts?
Say, speaking of sleepers, you might have to go pick up Nick Folk, the kicker for Tennessee. 5 field goals last
Yeah,
week.
holy cow.
Shit, he would have won your matchup for you. I'm going to go Chargers as well, although this is the biggest trap line of the week. without
Feels
a
like
doubt.
it.
But they got me hooked, and I'm baited. So
Totally hook, line,
Yeah.
sinker.
Yeah.
SpongeBob episode, and
Yep.
I'm sitting on that hook
Eating
going
that
for a ride,
cheese.
baby. Yeah. I'm also on the Chargers.
Please, Luke.
I love the run game. That was big to
Very
see
impressive.
because, again, last year I said it last week.
Good
if
run.
you can't run, you see shell all day, and it's tough to pass against. Well, you can run. Now let's pass just a smidge more, please. Herbert, more than 33 throws, please. Let's get this guy in the 40s.
Yep.
I do love the running game, but let's get this guy in the 40s. And let's also... I love Quinn Johnston. I love his involvement early. Give me the Chargers minus 3, though.
Chargers.
I just think Tennessee sucks. I mean,
same.
New Orleans...
Do they
Give them a
suck though,
chance.
or are they just boring?
Yeah, see... I think they suck because I think Derrick Henry's wheels are starting
boring.
to struggle.
Yeah.
They're starting to struggle because how many games can you turn around and go, hey man, go win us this game,
We
get
need
us
30
160.
carries.
Yeah, we need 160. We need you to do it over and over. I don't know if they got that, and then when it turns around to Tannehill, yikes, you know
He's
what I
not
mean?
going to do it anymore.
Yeah, he
He's
ain't.
not going to do it anymore.
Malik Willis soon.
Yeah.
Malik Willis soon.
Yeah.
And it rightfully should be his because they gave up on that with the Levis shit way too early.
Way too early.
Shocking a guy develops.
Right, I know. Can't believe that.
But I think Chargers -3, Colin. If it's a trap line, I'm falling for it.
Yep, same. Hook, line, sinker.
Yep.
We'll see if Bobby makes it a true clean sweep, but of the four of us, it's a clean sweep here. Next up, Giants traveling to Arizona. Giants, yeah. This is a game you just ignore.
Stinker.
Don't put it on the television.
I'm excited for it.
Good for you. Can watch it then.
Ugh.
Giants -4.5 traveling to Arizona. Tell us about it, Sage. Tell us
You
about
know,
this game.
I'll tell you all about it.
Please.
I'm taking Arizona plus 4.5.
Okay.
Hey, it worked out for me last week, and no one's making me take this week. No one's making me take it.
Yeah, fair.
Against the New York Giants,
Who looks bad?
Dallas Cowboys had 7 sacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week, Arizona had 6 sacks. Pretty good.
Arizona pass.
But
rush.
guess what? New York Giants, they're losing who? Their most important player? Andrew Thomas?
Is he hurt?
Oh, he's
boy.
out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, he's out. So I think if Arizona can get enough pressure on Daniel Jones without possibly Darren Waller, who's he going to throw to?
Yeah.
Josh Dobbs has Marquise Brown to throw to. Rondale Moore to throw to.
True.
Zach Ertz, who had a 33%
Zach
target share to throw
Ertz
to.
looks good.
Hey, I'm kind of riding with Arizona right now. Not for the rest of the season, but
Kinda
for this
feeling
game
him.
alone.
Sure.
I'm taking with the team that at least scored a point.
True.
Yeah.
True. At least they showed up to play.
Yeah, for real.
Giants sure
He
shit
had a
did.
lead in the fourth quarter. too.
Lead in the
Yeah.
fourth quarter.
We thought they were going to win
Yeah.
outright.
I was tweaking. I was tweaking.
Yeah. Okay, Sage on Arizona again. I like that.
Mhm.
Colin, thoughts? I mean, you
This game
saw
makes me sick.
you saw firsthand how bad the Giants were.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where they're just demoralized
Right
early,
away,
and
yeah.
they're clearly the inferior team.
Mhm.
Bad snap derails the drive. Field goal gets blocked. Former Dolphin
gonna
Noah
take the-
Igbenogany
Yeah,
houses
Cowboy
it.
legend.
Cowboy legend
I'm
Noah
gonna take the
Igbenogany.
Giants here with a 4.5, and I don't feel good about it at all. At all.
I mean, good for Daniel Jones staying in that 40-0 beatdown, and I
Yeah,
like the
get out.
announcers. Man, your teammates love to see that.
They
They don't give a shit, dog. You're down 40-0. They've given up. They've given the fuck up.
You have scored 0 points.
Yeah, they have given up, man. They don't want to see you out there. Like,
No.
shit, he's out there again.
My
Please
God,
bench,
put in
please
the
bench.
backup, please.
Sage, you said it, man. 6 sacks. Now, the question is, was it Gannon? Was Gannon creating the sacks in Philly?
Creating
Yeah,
that pressure.
explosions.
Explosions.
These are all sacks.
Yeah. Philly does have 6 sacks through 2 weeks, but 2 week 1, 4 last week. And again, these are against teams that are slinging the rock. Mac Jones threw 45 times or 50 times plus, I want to say.
53 times.
Yeah, against the Eagles. And Kirk Cousins, again, threw for 366, 4 touchdowns. Was clearly slinging the rock. And they've only got 6 sacks. That's still a good amount through 2 weeks, more than the Bears. But Gannon 6 in 1 week.
Impressive.
So that defense, does
Can
he
you
have
even
it?
name their
He's
pass
a,
rushers?
Zach Allen?
He's a weirdo. He might be a weirdo, but can
Isn't
he
a
coach a
rookie or
football
second? Is he
team?
young?
End of the
He's
day,
pretty young, yeah.
he might be able to coach a
Maybe
football
he
team.
can.
I'm taking the Cardinals plus the 4.5. I'm sold on him.
There we go.
I'm sold
There we
on
go.
him because Murray, man, when he comes back, what could they be? Probably still
What should
shit.
it be? Oh.
Fair enough. Yeah,
But
probably.
4.5 cover.
They'd be 0-5, but really
Yeah.
good 0-5 team.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
good
really
0-5
good on
team.
Hey, they covered all 5 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with my theme. Giants were a playoff team last year. Fluky, but a playoff team who won a playoff game.
That is true.
They
Against
against the Vikings.
who
They're frauds.
are
Frauds.
0-2.
But they like I'm saying is they added pieces to a playoff team from last year.
Mhm.
Added these guys who are hurt, so that's a big deal. I don't think Arizona wants to win, personally. I mean, I'm sure the players do,
Yeah.
but like in the back of their owner and everyone's head, they're like, Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I know. They're missing out on Caleb
Caleb
Williams.
Caleb Williams, they'll lose every game. He'll stay.
Yeah.
He'll stay.
Well, yeah, I was saying, you saw that. His dad came out and said, hey, it's not a guarantee. My
Yeah,
kid
he may
comes
stick
out.
out.
I think that's a smart move by them, honestly. You don't want to waste.
I talked about this earlier, and
So,
I don't
yeah.
want to go on a sidebar because we've got time, but if I'm Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Rams, and I own Walmart, right? He has billions of dollars. I go to Caleb Williams and his dad, and I say, hey, we'd like to sign you to an NIL deal, but it means you have to stay in college this next year if Arizona gets the first overall pick. Caleb Williams gets $10 million, doesn't go to the Arizona Cardinals. The Rams don't have to see him for his whole career.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, collusion, backdoor, who
Yeah,
knows?
Even if it does, if it's not Walmart, Rams owner, it's anybody though, because he can turn around and go, "Hey, NIL is going to pay me tens of millions of dollars to stay in college,
Guaranteed money.
and it's mine. I'm going to be chilling on it. It's not like I'm worried about it. I'm
You
the
can even
face
sit
of-
out.
I'm the face of the NCAA, and I
Yeah.
still get NIL money.
Yeah, still get the
I'll
NIL
just sit
money.
on the
I don't
roster,
even need
sit
to
on the
play.
bench, and I'll still be the number 1 pick the next year.
Yeah.
So it's like the players have more power
Just
now.
a thought.
And if it's a dog shit situation, I don't.
Why
I think
go?
that'd be cool, honestly, if a player said,
Yeah.
"Fuck that, I'm not coming."
not
to the
going.
league."
I
I don't
gotta
like
play
that.
for
I
you.
don't like that. So
Just saying.
yeah.
But give me the Giants in this one. Brian Daboll, I think, is a better coach than Gannon, although we don't really know much about Gannon yet. 6 sacks is very impressive, but Washington stinks. I don't like Washington. Give me the Giants in a game that they have to have. Once again, have to have it. Maybe they only win by 3, and I feel bad because I didn't take Arizona, but I have to have some different picks in Sage.
No, that's fair.
All right, next up, we've got...
Can't have them all be right.
Right, can't be right every time.
I love that.
Next up, 49ers traveling to the Rams. Right now it's 49ers -7. Addison, what are your thoughts here?
I am going to slam the 49ers after last week. I do not care. This could be 14, and I'm seriously still taking them.
Yeah.
Because I get the Rams look good, but the 49ers
Fool's
look that good. And if I had to say a better offense, at least start of the season, I would have took the Steelers over the Rams.
Yeah,
and
same.
they shut them down. I think Seattle might be a letdown, and that was a big moment for the Rams to show, hey, we're not terrible. But again, it's week 1. Weird shit happens, and then reality hits a lot of teams in the face in week 2. And the 49ers are just going to keep this train rolling. Give me that -7 and a dominating win.
I'm right there with you. 49ers -7 points. I think the Rams came in a little disrespected, told you're going to suck. Seahawks overlooking the hell out of them.
Yep.
And the Niners came in being told, you're not going to win this game, man. Pittsburgh looks really good. And they just said, okay, watch.
Yeah.
And they just dominated. I think.
Get ready for this.
And even when the Rams were good, Shanahan was still dominating McVay. Like, even when the Rams were a Super Bowl caliber team, the 49ers were still beating them regularly.
The 49ers weren't as good as this.
Right, and when the Rams had a better roster. Now the Niners have an infinitely better roster than the Rams. 7 points is disrespectful. This should be 10. This should be the highest spread of the week, in my opinion. Because LA's not even a home game for them.
No.
Like, the Niners will have more fans there. They'll be going silent count.
100%.
The Niners make it a point to fill this stadium.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly. It's going to be ugly. Give me the Niners. Sage.
Niners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
easy.
Good.
Not a whole lot to
I
say.
don't even know what to say. I will say one thing. I will say one thing with the Rams. Last week they played against Seattle's defense, Seattle's defense wasn't great last year, but their one shining bright spot was Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
He didn't have to cover Cooper Kupp, and Tutu Atwell and Puka Nacua both went over 100 yards.
Yeah.
Where was he?
Yeah, for real.
Where was he at? Oh, and Devin Witherspoon? Where's he at?
Yeah, for real. These
Where are
the
these-
2.0?
Yeah, they look
my
bad.
ass. My ass.
They look bad.
Yeah.
That was disappointing.
That's a
When's the
good
last
point.
time Pete Carroll had a top 10 defense?
It's been a minute.
What?
I was
He's
He's a
saying, yeah.
defensive coach, right?
Been a
What was it,
minute.
like
Allegedly.
Been a
2017?
minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
minute.
Collins, bring us home here. What do you got?
SeatGeek dumbass pick of the week. Plus the 7. Come on, home division dog.
Love it.
Give me the Rams plus the 7.
Yes.
Why?
No, doesn't matter.
Home division dog.
Yep.
I love it.
Rams.
Nice.
Yeah, they're going to win money.
And watch the Rams beat them outright and shut us all up. All right.
God, if that happens, Sean McVay,
Yeah, I
coach of the
know.
year.
Yeah,
Facts.
seriously.
Facts.
Give him the
Dumbass
award.
pick of the week. We're 1-0.
One last week.
So,
One
Okay.
last week.
Come on.
And it's a
What was
divisional
last
matchup.
Tennessee plus
Tennessee
the
plus the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad.
5 field goals, baby.
Come on.
5 field goals.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
next
wild.
up, the Jets with Zach Wilson traveling to Dallas. Dallas right now 9.5-point favorites. I'm going to
That's disrespectful.
start it, and I'm going to give you guys my mortal lock for the week.
Ooh.
And it's the Jets plus 9.5.
Yeah, I was going to say, it better be.
Not because I don't think Dallas doesn't win this game. I think Dallas wins this game.
Yeah.
I think they end up winning it by 7. I think this game ends like 16-9. Field goal palooza.
I can see that.
You know, just because these defenses are both elite. These are 2 top 5 defenses.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas's offense is better than the Jets' offense, but that Jets' defense is not going to let you put up a ton of points on them. A 10-point spread is a lot.
That's a lot, man.
I mean, 13-3 is what I think maybe the
There's
books
a-
are thinking. It's 13-3.
As much as that game was in the Ravens' control, 10 points is still a lot, but I thought the Texans could potentially cover
They
that. And
almost
that's
did.
The Texans
I mean, they had a
went,
chance to take the
boom,
lead.
You know what I mean? Couldn't score, and
Yep.
they still almost covered.
10
That's a
point
lot
spread.
of points, man.
I mean, I don't know how many times the Jets lost by 10 last year, but it couldn't have been many.
Yeah.
Like, that defense is still going to do their damn thing. I do. If it was money line, give me the Cowboys all day long
Yeah.
and twice on Sunday afternoon. But give me the Jets to cover those points as my mortal lock for the week. Sage.
That's a wild mortal lock.
I'm just saying.
I'm going with Dallas minus 9.5 right here. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you can't, honestly. Just with Zach Wilson playing, I think Dallas, like, last week, Sauce Gardner kind of struggled.
He did. Got
He struggled
target.
against Stephon
Gave up
Diggs.
all target.
Now you got CeeDee Lamb,
Yeah, for real.
you know?
He
I
was
mean,
silky smooth, man.
So
He's a
good.
elite
So
dog. I
good.
love him.
Yeah.
and
love
I
him.
love watching CD play, and I really think, I don't think he's going to have a field day. I think
Yeah.
Sauce is going to bounce back, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I'm not counting on Dak Prescott to have 4 turnovers.
Yeah.
No.
Even though he definitely could.
Yeah.
Oh, he could.
He absolutely could.
We've
Don't get
seen
me
it
wrong.
before.
Yeah.
And that Dallas pass rush is going to feast on the Jets' offensive line, which is terrible.
Absolutely.
That could be a
That
problem.
offensive line, that's what I'm worried about. Micah Parsons might leave this game with 3 sacks.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think that this game could end 13-3, and then it covers the 10, covers the 9.5.
I think
I don't
Dallas
think the
scores
Jets are going to
points.
score. It's just can Dallas score a bunch of points
13
against
and
the
3 would
Jets?
not cover that.
No, it would like the
Oh.
Cowboys would
Yeah,
win
yeah,
by
yeah,
9.5
yeah,
is what I mean.
Yeah, no, I think Dallas scores some points here.
Okay.
But I don't think the Jets do.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think the Jets will either.
No.
I think
No.
3 or
Oh.
3 to
Give me
6.
Dallas.
3 to 6 is their range of points
At home.
scored.
Give me Dallas.
Yeah, I like it. Colin.
Well, you already know where I'm going.
Yeah, Jets.
I'm picking against the Cowboys every week on the show here. Also, Brandon Cook's being a little iffy.
Little
Sprained
gimpy.
MCL.
Ooh,
Hate that.
take some time, kid.
Yeah,
Are we
don't.
trusting Michael Gallup to slide up into that number 2 spot? I'm not so
don't
sold.
love it.
Ooh.
Give
But you
me
know what?
the Jets. Nate, you
Person.
talked about it. I think it's going to be a really low-scoring game. I think the over-under is like 38, which
Yeah.
is crazy, though.
I would. Yeah, give me the under.
But yeah, give me the 9.5.
Yeah.
Dallas will give the Jets plus the 50 started possession at least one time.
Yeah,
Okay.
fair.
I like it.
It'll happen once.
Addison, bring us home.
I am on the Jets plus 9.5, and I was high on the Jets before the season started.
Yeah.
Obviously because of Rodgers. And I'm still saying Rodgers is going to have an impact. He's going to be in Wilson's ear. He's going to help him see things, and he's already helped him. You can see it with the way Wilson flicks that ball.
He throws it like
He
Rodgers,
he's copying it.
He's trying to
He
copy
wants
him.
to be Aaron
Little
Rodgers.
brother,
He
big
wants
brother.
to be him, man. And I just think he needs to accept that he can't be him, though, and be a game manager. Because this team is damn good, man. Super Bowl contender, in my opinion, with Rodgers, if he was healthy. So, Zach, they can be a pretty good team with you at quarterback if you're dog shit.
Yeah.
And if you're just okay and be a good game manager and you can grow, continuously grow, this team could be better. Because this defense is legit.
It is.
But Dallas' defense is terrifying, man.
It's so
I get it, the
good.
weather. I don't
Terrifying.
care.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And they've got pieces everywhere, and I love the offense. But the Jets plus 9.5, I think Wilson does enough.
Yeah.
Keep it close. That run game, they're having 200 yards against this Cowboys defense. Call me Bart Scott.
Oh,
Call
No,
me
I'm
Bart
trolling.
Scott.
Bart Scott sucks. I'm only saying that because, Bart Scott, I hope you're watching, pal.
You're an idiot.
Can't wait. That's cool. I like that. But you suck as the ESPN guy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, man. And radio. Holy. But besides the point, I'm on the Jets 9.5.
All
I
right.
do like how much the Jets were kind of like consolidating Zach Wilson on the side.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah.
last year it was like, we fucking hate
No,
this
yeah.
guy.
That
Locker
sucks.
rooms against him.
Yeah.
I know he's a
And
new
now
guy, but Alan Lazard on the side. Hey, that's how it's done.
Yeah, that's how it's
the
done.
pressure's off you.
Now
Now
you
it's
don't
on them,
pressure.
and it's like you're right, Colin. Zach Wilson makes not a touchdown or something. It's a field goal. It's damn. We only got a field goal. Could have scored a touchdown there, kid. Like didn't do enough, and it's like,
Yeah.
see how things change when you believe in a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his confidence might affect their performance.
Yeah, just a
Yep.
schmidge. Yeah, just a schmidge.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. Last Sunday afternoon game, we've got Washington traveling to Denver in a real stinker. It is currently Denver minus 3.5. Sage, what you thinking?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with Washington right here. I really like what they're making with their offense. Brian Robinson's actually looking good, coming back a year off of that gunshot.
Yeah.
But
true.
no, I'm really liking everything. Antonio Gibson
Oh,
did
thank
fumble
you.
in the first half, did not get a single
need
carry
Colin
afterwards. I think Brian Robinson's going to be a bell cow, and he's going to run this game into a win.
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin and Jahan Dotson, they're going to do just enough to move those chains a little bit. Sam Howell is going to be 3-0 in his start.
Yeah, for real. Let's
Impressive.
That's exciting.
Impressive.
That's exciting. But yeah, their defense.
I sort of like him. Obviously, it's a little question, but I sort
Yeah.
of like him.
Really? Yeah.
I kind of like him too. I mean, he could be a little Kirk Cousins guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Kirk
No,
Cousins guy.
seriously.
He reminds me a lot of Baker Mayfield.
I mean,
I don't know why. He just does.
They got
Someone told me I
decent-
look like a discount Sam Howell the other day.
See it.
I was like, yikes.
Okay.
it's the
Walmart
beard.
brand.
It's the
beard.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I like it. So Washington, Colin.
Yeah.
I'll say before his last year of college, Sam Howell was supposed to be like a first
First,
round pick.
yeah,
He was.
first round.
Fuck, I hate this game.
Me too.
Give me the Broncos at home.
Okay.
I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah,
So-
no, this is ignore. This is you put red zone up there
Just give me
instead.
the home
Yep.
team and we'll pray
Oh,
they get
you'll be
together.
seeing a ton of it in red zone.
Oh, God. All right, Addison, thoughts?
Denver couldn't cover last week at home, and I was all over them. So I'm going to take the Washington Commanders here, and Denver's going to win, because of course. But I am on Washington. Until you show me at Denver, I want to believe in you. I want to believe in you, Sean Payton. But don't do stupid shit, man. It's great that you're back. It's great that you're here. Let's make a statement. How about you go win the fucking
Just
game?
win a game.
Win the
right?
game. Dominate the game.
Yeah.
I get onside kicks great, but man, one possession, like you said, you gave him the ball to 50. One possession ain't
Lost
worth
by
that.
one.
I
One
mean, he was
possession
trash
ain't worth
talking Nathaniel Hackett. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you can't do that much with this roster. Well, you didn't do anything."
that. Yeah,
better."
no, exactly. You fucking
just lost
laid an
week
egg.
one at
You laid an
home,
egg
man.
against a team that people
Damn.
think is bad. So,
Yeah.
Jared Stidham starting this game.
yeah. I mean,
I really want to take Denver, but everything we're saying makes me want to take Washington.
It's just a game where I think if you ask Colin, it's not the deciding factor in everything, but the public. If you said, "Hey, casual, who's winning this game?"
Denver,
Oh, Denver,
Denver, sure,
Denver.
all
Yeah.
day. Yeah. I'm gonna be a casual. Give me Denver. I'm gonna buy in one more time. One more one more week, I will purchase Denver Broncos stock.
See, here's the
Fall
thing.
apart and lose here, I'm out.
I'm
done.
not going to buy them this week. They're going to win. I'm going to buy all the way
All
back.
of
Give
next
me
week.
all the stock, baby. I don't have diamond hands, and I need more. Now I do have diamond hands. And it's like, shit, they're going to be dog shit. Yeah.
And then they'll lose week 3 in Miami when I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we got an even split there as well, Washington and Denver. Next up, Sunday Night Football. Miami Dolphins traveling to New England. Current line is Miami -3. Sage, thoughts?
I'd be shocked if we're not all in Miami right now.
Never know.
I'd
Addison
be
Love will pick
shocked.
against them.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely wild to pick against Miami at this point. But yeah, with Tyreek Hill going for 215, I don't think Christian Gonzalez has a chance in hell
prayer.
at stopping this man.
Welcome
Jalen
to
Waddle's
the
gonna be
NFL,
running all
man.
over
Yeah.
him. I'm excited. I'm excited for Miami this year.
Me
I'm
too.
excited. But hey, New England showed a lot of prowess
They did.
against
They fought
Philadelphia
hard.
Eagles last year. But it's 3 points. I don't think they're gonna lose by that much. I think they're gonna lose by more than 3 points. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
right.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna keep it that close.
Yeah.
Give me Miami -3. Tyreek Hill is going for another 160.
I like that. Colin?
Yeah, Tua's never lost a Bill, and that doesn't change here for me. So give me Miami -3.
I just feel it. This isn't an outrageous take, but give me a scoregami for the Patriots this year. They just seem like a weird-ass
weird
team.
team
It's
to get
going to be a
one.
weird score every single week. So give me a scoregami for the Patriots this year. And give me the Dolphins. I think they should be -7. I understand New England played well. The question is, what's up with New England's offense? Is it legit? Is it a lackluster Philly defense sort of bouncing, taking some time to get back to where they were? Mac Jones looked great. Can they run the ball against this Miami team? Can Mac Jones pass the way he did against Philly? If so, it still should be close, but Miami's just going to score touchdowns. Can New England score the
B.O.B.
touchdowns?
effect.
Yeah, exactly. It's just, give me the touchdowns for Miami, and their offense is too high-powered. And
Offense is fine.
-3.
I will
I'm all
say,
over that.
I am going up against your dad in fantasy this week,
Yeah.
so I'm going up against Hill and
Hill
Yeah,
and
what
Waddle.
the hell, dude? Like, holy
Who
shit.
the fuck does that?
Waddle might be the guy to bet on and play in fantasy.
Yeah.
this week, because Bill likes to take away.
He's
the
going to
number
focus
one.
on Tyreek. He'll
Yeah.
focus on Tyreek, but that'll
That's
leave
what-
Waddle open.
I don't know. He's gotten
1v2.
torn up by Tyreek before in the past.
Yeah, I was going to say, my thing is, he can try. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
good luck.
It's easy to
People are
say
queuing in
because
on him and Travis Kelce.
as
Travis
much
Kelce
as
still gets it.
that video is wicked with Chad Johnson, but it's like, hey, you can double team him. He can't bring you over the top. You better not get behind. I mean, in front of Tyreek because that ball's going over his
better
head.
not
Yeah,
get
even
over
facts. Yeah,
He's
it's-
gone.
No, if that's not your number one game plan the entire
seriously,
week, you're not playing the Dolphins right.
Yeah,
No, agreed.
nah, get it
And
out of his
I'm
hands.
kind of pissed at you three for doing this to me.
Yes.
So what, you think I should just clean sweep it?
Woo-hoo!
That's fucking crazy. That doesn't work, you guys. Why would you do that to
Come
me?
on.
That is so disrespectful. But we have another clean sweep in the Chargers game earlier. So, was it last year? I think it was. I'll have to look at the tape. I'll have to check
It's like the first clean sweep normally
never
struggled.
hits.
Yeah.
And the second clean sweep always hits.
So I should change my pick
Nope.
to Titans. So
Oh.
we have one clean sweep.
No,
Yeah.
no change. No change. Come on.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I can't pick against the Dolphins and how that offense looked last week. I just can't. I mean, they looked dominant, and I expect the defense to be better this week. And we're not playing Justin Herbert, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Quentin Johnson. We're playing McCorkle Jones.
Yeah.
We're playing Kendrick Bourne, an injured Devontae Parker, an injured Juju Smith-Schuster,
Kayshawn Boutte
Keishawn Boutte, who forgets what league he's playing in, thinks he only has to have one foot down,
and Hunter Henry.
and Hunter Henry and Mike Gesicki. That doesn't scare me. That
Mike
doesn't
Gesicki,
scare me.
He's
Revenge
hitting
game?
a gritty. He's hitting a touchdown gritty
He's
on
the
the
world's
Dolphins.
worst
He's
running
gritty
man.
down the
He's
whole
the
field.
world's
100 yards.
worst.
Gritty.
Steve's first 100-yard game for the Patriots.
Yep.
Sweeping them. Give me the Dolphins minus 3 points. I feel a push coming on. I feel Dolphins win this game 27-24.
Man, I know they look good, but I could see the same thing, 25-20, some bullshit where New England just falls by more than a field goal, but less than a touchdown, and they just can't get it done.
Yep. Last week was an emotional game for them. Tom Brady was out
Yeah.
there. He did the
That
let's
was
go.
so hype.
Wore the jersey again for him. Like,
You know,
everything went their way.
That fucker's itching, man.
Yeah,
He's
he is.
itching. He wants to be a Jet.
Ugh.
He can't be, obviously,
He
because the whole
can't.
Yeah,
shit, but
'cause
it's
he
like he
owns-
wants to be a Jet.
Yeah, he's stuck. He'd have to sell his team.
Gosh, that'd be wild. if
I
he was
know,
a Jet.
dude. I
That'd be
know.
so
If he
wild.
comes for 1
Gross.
year, then Rodgers goes back. They go from Brady to Rodgers. Come on.
To Wilson.
Come on.
To Wilson.
All
Three
right.
Hall of Famers.
Let's go Monday nights. Doubleheader. We've got the Saints at Carolina. Right now it's Saints minus 3. Saints 1-0 after a 1-point win last week. Carolina lost. I'm going to take the Saints. I'm going to take the Saints minus 3 here. I did take them last week and they let me down a little bit. But Carolina got kind of pummeled. Bryce Young didn't look super great. Didn't like what I saw from Carolina's offense last week. And Saints won. I like them to get the win here. I know it's the home division dog I should be taking, and I'll regret this one come Tuesday, I'm sure. But give me the Saints -3. Sage.
Yeah. I mean, last year I had the Lions. This year I already told y'all I'm on the Saints.
Yeah.
This year,
Yeah.
I'm going to take them almost every single week when you see their schedule.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they only had a 1-point win.
Right.
Derek Carr had over 300 yards.
Yeah, he didn't look
Derek
bad.
Carr had a pretty good game. Rashid Shaheed is looking really good. I know.
Dude, I love the clip that's circulating on social media.
Just run.
And it's he's like, run Sheeta go. And Jameis on the side's like, yes.
Yep.
He's like,
Yes.
yes. And he's just so into it. I love that. But then it works to a T. He's like,
Exactly.
Sheet, just go. And it does. Because Derek Carr knows what
fucking
he's doing. And he's thrown for 4,000 yards in this league multiple times. He's going to do it in his Saints uniform.
Absolutely.
And they're going to be deadly. Because like you
Absolutely.
said, that schedule. Woo.
I mean, I think Chris Olave. There's no J.C.
Yeah.
Horn in this game, too. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, facts.
True.
So,
That's
yeah,
big.
I really like the New Orleans Saints in this. Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah.
Even Michael Thomas had a few good
Yeah,
catches right
decent
there.
game.
Yeah, he didn't look bad.
He
He's
didn't look
back.
terrible. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I like it. Colin.
Me and Sage are on different wavelengths when it comes to the Saints this season. I'm still not giving up on Carolina quite yet.
Sure.
Yes, they did get pummeled in the second half, but I think it was 10-10.5 or
Yeah,
close to
they
it.
were
close.
they were in it.
I'm going to take the Panthers in this one.
You
I just
would.
don't think the Saints are good.
Yeah.
See, I thought that last year, but I fully bought in on him.
Saints
I thought the
hurt me a lot
quarterback,
last year. I
yeah,
picked against them a lot,
Yeah,
and
that's
they
the
hurt me.
thing. At the end of the year, it was just weird how they played well.
They
When
just
I thought
kept
they
covering.
would keep sucking,
They just
but
kept
instead they
covering.
didn't. I like Derek Carr. I liked him when he was when they were Oakland.
Yeah.
I like that MVP season from Carr a lot. I wish he
He
didn't
was
break his
so
ankle, man.
good.
That was a great year. I think he's got New Orleans jumping. This might be a trend for me. I am praying Carolina blows because
Yeah,
Bears on
I
that
get
pick,
it.
baby.
Yeah.
So can Carolina please just continue to lose?
Lose out.
And it
lose
just,
out.
in my mind, they looked like a rookie-led team.
Yes.
And they looked like they had moments, but it's also, damn, we're not there yet.
Yep.
Let's get there closer and closer. And New Orleans looked like they might have been there. Wish there was obviously more points. Tennessee's going to fight, though. They got Vrabel. Give me Tennessee on the road. I mean, New Orleans on the road.
Yeah.
On a division game, -3, though. Don't
I
care.
like it. And then last but not least, Monday night game starts at 7:15. We got an AFC North matchup. Cleveland Browns traveling to Pittsburgh. Right now it's Cleveland on the road -2.5. Feel like we saw this story before.
Yeah.
Sage, tell me about it.
I mean, these are the two teams I hate the most, aside from the Bengals,
Yeah,
who
fair,
we're playing.
fair.
Yeah, but we saw these two teams play, and one of them got blown out, and one of them blew someone out.
Yep.
So I got to go with the person who blew someone out. Give me the Cleveland Browns -2.5. And I don't know why it's just -2.5.
Yeah. Browns look really
It's funny
good.
you say that you, hate all three of your division. Because it's I don't know if I'm a bad Bears fan. I don't hate Detroit.
I
don't-
just
'cause
root
it's 'cause
against my
Green,
divisional
Green
opponents.
Bay has dominated for so long.
Uh-huh.
It's everybody in the North can beat up on each other every year, even when they're shit. Besides the Browns, but
Yeah.
they're obviously getting better. But it's the AFC North, everybody hates each other. But it's
Oh.
I only hate the Packers. That's the only team I actually give a shit about because they're so good.
Here,
But it's
I guess,
other
yeah, because the
divisions actually
Vikings haven't
care.
done anything.
Exactly.
I'll
Exactly.
I'll break it down real quick, all right?
Yep.
So Cleveland Browns, obviously, are the new, the Ravens used to be the Browns.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they hate us, we hate them.
Mhm.
We're not you. They think we're us.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
try to steal our Super Bowls. They're not theirs.
Yeah.
All right. Pittsburgh Steelers, we had one of the best rivalries for 15
Yeah,
years.
dude,
true.
that shit
Big
was
Ben,
bloodbath.
Ray
That
Lewis,
shit was
Ed
wicked.
Reed, Palamalu, Haloti
Yeah.
Ngata,
Yeah, that
James
shit was
Harrison.
awesome games.
Oh my God, those games were absolutely electric. I remember that's when football took my virginity when I was watching a Ravens Steelers AFC
Yeah.
Championship game.
Ray Lewis, take it from you?
Troy Palamalu just
Palamalu.
crushed my heart and I cried.
Yeah.
Dang,
Uh,
that's tough.
and then for the Bengals, they're Ravens killers.
Now
Yeah.
they're the best.
They've been Ravens killers in the past.
Yeah.
I will
They're
say,
really
not
good.
against when Lamar Jackson plays, not against him. He is 6-1.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a Bengal killer.
Just
I
saying.
wish I would have had that fucking stat. Thanks,
Oh, yeah.
Sage.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. He's also 10-2 when he's an underdog.
That's good to know.
Great.
I'll say that's good to know.
Ooh.
I'm all over the Ravens.
Yeah, thanks, man.
But that's the little AFC North
Okay,
history right
yep,
there, just
sure.
so you know.
So
But yeah,
Cleveland.
give me Cleveland right here. They're putting up points. Pittsburgh is not.
Yeah.
Respect. Colin.
I ain't doing it second week in a row.
No.
Give me the Browns. Steelers, you gotta earn it. Kind of like Addison was for, I forgot what team you were saying. You gotta prove it before you
Yeah.
bet. Was that the Broncos?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking Broncos.
The Steelers are my Broncos every year.
Yeah.
They gotta prove it to me.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
once they do, you're in.
Then I'm back. I'm all the
Yeah.
way back in.
Yeah.
All the way back.
Yep.
And obviously, I mean, I love this roster
Big
with
fan
all
of
my
it.
heart. They might even be sneaking towards that one spot. Obviously not. But give me the Browns -2.5. But Myles Garrett is showing you what he's going to do
That's
and can
hilarious,
still do it.
dude.
Hit that
Across this way,
crossover.
and
It's
this way, and this way, and
clearly
there you go.
He's just too good.
He's so
And
good.
if that defense is jumping the way it is, and they can run the ball the way they do, and Deshaun doesn't suck, they're winning a lot of games. They're winning this one -2.5.
You see J.J. Watt talk about that when he was like, dude,
Yeah.
in the zone.
Yeah, he was.
He's just
absolutely
like nasty.
in the
feeling
zone.
himself.
Yeah, I mean, if you're out there,
Oh.
I know you're dominating, but if you're legitimately doing fake crossovers with a basketball that's not real in your hands, you got to be feeling yourself
Yeah.
some type of way.
Yeah. I'm just checking one thing before I give my pick. Okay, I only went on my own once last week and I lost. I don't. It's Mike Tomlin, you guys. It's Mike Tomlin versus
Hey,
Kevin Stefanski.
He has started 0-4 and ended up.
Like, he's going to
He's
get to
winning right now.
500.
Yeah.
He's going to get there. They just got embarrassed. He seems like the kind of coach and the kind of team that takes that to heart, and, like, he probably hasn't slept since that game was
Yeah.
over. And all he has
Uh-huh.
done is watch
Uh-huh.
film on what I need to do to slow down the Cleveland Browns. Can they do it? I don't know if they can actually even do it, but I know he's watched the damn film. It's only 2.5.
Let me ask you a question real quick before you make your decision, because I want this to be a clean sweep, because I hate the Steelers that much. All right, who's he throwing the ball to?
Who?
Pickett.
Pickett. Deontay Johnson, who's
Out.
hurt, and then George Pickens, and Pat Fryermuth, who's also hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He's not throwing it to anybody. Najee Harris sucks. Yep, give me Cleveland.
There you go.
Give me Cleveland. Clean sweep, which means Pittsburgh's going to win, by the way. We just guaranteed that with the clean sweep.
That's not true.
The game's going way under, too.
Yeah, whatever the under is in that one, take that one. So those are the picks for the week. Mortal Locks, and then we'll move on to,
Yep.
I think that's it, actually. So then Mortal Locks. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with our Mortal Locks, and then the fun segments.
Yeah,
Yes. So I've got my Mortal locked in, Jets plus 9.5. Addison, what is your Mortal Lock?
Well, we just talked about them. Browns. -2.5.
Browns -2.5.
I'm going to go completely opposite end for the Steelers. I'm all the way out right now. And
Okay.
I'm all the way in on these Browns like usual. -2.5 is my mortal line.
I like that. Okay, Sage, Mortal Lock.
They can't burn me twice in 2 weeks. My mortal lock is once again -3 on New Orleans.
New Orleans,
Okay, I love
-3.
that.
2 weeks in a row.
So it's got to work once.
It's got to work.
We'll keep doing it until it works, damn
Next
it.
week, the spread's going to be 3. I'll be
Yep,
like, you know
yep,
what?
it again, baby.
Mortal
Here we go.
Lock. Colin, Mortal Lock.
Sunday Night Football.
Over.
Miami -3.
Miami
Oh.
-3.
With a lot.
I was tempted.
I like that
I
one.
just don't want to do a lock of the week with the mortal lock, because last week
Yeah.
the only loss of the locks was my mortal lock.
True.
Yeah.
True. So you got to switch it up.
Church and state.
Church, yeah,
Church
keep a
and
good
state.
separation. So those are our game picks for week 2 and our Mortal Locks. Go ahead.